Sigmas. Have you ever wondered why women are drawn to you like moths to a flame? Let's break it down. Here's the truth. It's not magic. It's not a trick. It's because you're a Sigma male, an enigmatic figure who doesn't seek the spotlight but ends up commanding it anyway. And Sigma males have a unique way of making women not just interested, but genuinely captivated. This isn't about playing games or manipulation. It's about authenticity. Sigmas stand out because they refuse to be confined by social hierarchies. Unlike the typical alpha or beta, you forge your own path. You don't chase attention, you create an aura of mystery and self-sufficiency that pulls people in. So buckle up, Sigmas, because today we're diving into 7 ways Sigma males make women desperate to be noticed. From your unwavering independence to your silent confidence, each trait signals to women that you're a rare breed. You don't brag, you don't show off, you simply live your life by your own rules, and that's magnetic. Women are hardwired to be intrigued by challenge and unpredictability. And let's face it, Sigmas, you're anything but predictable. Your calmness and quiet intensity create a sense of excitement. Studies show that women are attracted to men who exude quiet confidence and emotional resilience. Remember, this isn't about changing who you are, it's about owning your energy and showing up as the best version of yourself. It's about refining your purpose, building inner strength, and allowing that strength to radiate naturally. So if you're ready to unlock these 7 secrets that make women weak at the knees, stay with me, Sigmas. Let's get into it. Number 1, the art of mysterious silence. Sigmas, here's the first move. Less is more. While the world clamors for attention, posting endless selfies and sharing every meal, Sigmas understand the power of mystery. Instead of competing for the loudest voice in the room, they choose to let their actions and aura speak for themselves. This isn't just an attitude, it's a strategy rooted in psychology. Studies in social behavior show that people are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand. It's called the information gap theory. When you withhold some information, it creates a gap that others instinctively want to fill. Your silence becomes the spark that ignites curiosity. Imagine this. You're at a party. Everyone's talking loud and proud about their promotions, their vacations, their love lives. But you're the calm in the storm. You're sipping your drink, observing, listening. You're not broadcasting your story, you're letting them ask. This is the art of selective sharing. Because mystery is magnetic. It leaves room for the imagination. People can't help but wonder about the man who holds back. Who is he? What's he thinking? What's he hiding? And the more they wonder, the more intrigued they become. But here's the key. Your silence isn't emptiness. It's intention. It's the silent confidence of a man who knows his worth. Women, and people in general, sense this. They see you as someone who doesn't need to prove himself. And that quiet self-assurance is deeply attractive. Think of your persona as an ancient scroll, not an open book. Only those who earn your trust get to read your story. This doesn't mean you're aloof or rude, it means you're discerning. You understand that your time and energy are valuable. You're not here to impress. You're here to live authentically. So resist the urge to overshare. Don't feel compelled to explain every move you make. Let them chase your story, not the other way around. When you speak less and observe more, you create an air of confidence that doesn't need words. That's the power of mystery, the first move in the Sigma playbook. Remember, less is more and silence is golden. Let your presence speak louder than words. Number 2, living on your own terms, the power of independence. Independence is a core trait that sets Sigma males apart from the rest. They're not waiting for someone to hand them a permission slip to be themselves. They don't chase after the latest trends or seek validation from a crowd. Instead, they carve their own path, driven by an inner compass that guides them wherever they choose to go. This independence isn't just about being a lone wolf, it's about having a clear sense of self and purpose. Psychology backs this up. Studies have shown that people with high levels of autonomy tend to be more confident, resilient, and less swayed by external pressures. They're less likely to be influenced by groupthink or social conformity. For Sigma males, this independence can show up in countless ways. Maybe you're the guy who's not afraid to go on a solo hiking trip or start a business without waiting for anyone's approval. Or maybe you just don't care about social media trends. Likes and comments don't define your worth. Whatever it is, you're showing the world that you're self-sufficient, grounded, and in command of your own destiny. This kind of independence is magnetic. Women see it and feel drawn in, not because you're trying to impress them, but because you're unapologetically yourself. It sends a powerful message: I'm not here to win you over, I'm here to live my best life. It's important to note that independence doesn't mean shutting people out or being emotionally unavailable. True independence is about creating your own happiness and knowing that it doesn't depend on anyone else. It's about having the courage to walk your own path while still being open to those who genuinely want to share it with you. So, embrace your independence. Don't let others' opinions sway you or make you second-guess yourself. Women will pick up on that quiet confidence. They'll see a man who isn't afraid to stand alone, and that strength is incredibly attractive. Remember, independence isn't something you do to rebel. It's something you live because it's true to who you are. Own it, nurture it, and let it guide you toward the life you're meant to live. Number 3, authentic confidence, no flashy ego. Unlike the loud, showy bravado we often see in today's social media age, authentic confidence is all about an inner sense of assurance. Sigmas don't need to shout, "Look at me." Their presence speaks volumes without a single word. This kind of confidence isn't built on external validation or flashy displays. It's rooted in self-awareness and calm composure. For example, think of a man who walks into a room and doesn't feel the need to dominate every conversation. His posture is relaxed but upright, his quiet smile sincere and reassuring. This understated strength can be more compelling than any flashy demonstration of power. It's the difference between a peacock strutting and an eagle soaring. The eagle doesn't make noise. It commands respect through sheer grace and quiet dominance. Studies in psychology back this up. Research published in The has shown that people are often more drawn to those who exude calm, non-reactive confidence rather than those who constantly seek approval. Authentic confidence is magnetic because it suggests you're comfortable in your own skin and don't need others to validate your worth. This quiet self-assurance is like having a secret superpower. You don't need to wear a superhero costume or declare your status. People naturally see the cape. It's a subtle but powerful presence that leaves an impression long after you've left the room. So how do you build this kind of confidence? It starts with letting go of the need for external validation. It's about knowing who you are, your strengths and your values, and being okay with not needing to prove them to anyone. Stand tall, stay humble, and remember, authenticity is far more attractive than arrogance. Women in particular find this type of confidence incredibly alluring. It's not about dominance or showing off. It's about being secure enough in yourself that you can give others space to shine too. In a world full of noise and showmanship, this quiet, authentic confidence is like a breath of fresh air. So, drop the need for validation. Walk like you have nothing to prove, because the truth is you don't. Authentic confidence isn't about talking the loudest. It's about letting your presence do the talking. And that's the real secret power of a Sigma male. Number 4, pursuing passion over approval. Here's where things get really juicy. Sigmas. Women can sense when a man is driven by passion, not just craving their attention. Let's unpack this idea and see why it's so powerful. Picture yourself in the zone, lost in your music, your art, or your business. You're not there to put on a show. You're there because it's your soul. Passion isn't about being flashy or showing off. It's about being fully immersed in what sets your heart on fire. Research in psychology confirms that passion is a core driver of what makes someone attractive. It's the energy of, as Csikszentmihalyi described it. When you're in that state, completely engaged in something you love, you radiate authenticity and purpose. Women pick up on this immediately because passion speaks louder than words. It's like you're a campfire in the dark. That steady glow, that warmth, it's magnetic. People want to be near it. Women feel drawn to the energy you create when you're lit up from the inside out. But here's the catch, Sigmas. You can't fake it. Passion is real. It's in your eyes, your voice, your body language. When you're deeply connected to your mission, whether that's creating, building, or mastering a craft, you're showing the world you're a man of substance. And here's the real kicker. Women want to be part of that fire. They crave that energy, that spark, because it's rare and real. It's not about you impressing them. It's about them being inspired by your journey. So stay true to what excites you. Let your hobbies, your mission, your hustle be the main course. She's just the dessert. And trust me, she'll be begging to be on the menu. Remember, passion is contagious. It's the secret sauce that transforms you from just another guy into a magnetic force. Keep that fire burning, Sigmas. Let your life be your art and watch how the world and the women can't resist gathering around your glow. Number 5, emotional stability, the calm in her storm. Let's talk about emotional intelligence and how it sets Sigma males apart from the crowd. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions while also recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. Studies have shown that high EQ is a better predictor of success than IQ. And for Sigma males, it's a core part of their personality. Sigmas don't lose their cool at the first sign of drama. They're like the lighthouse in a storm, calm, steady, and grounded. When a woman is upset or feeling overwhelmed, a Sigma doesn't add fuel to the fire. Instead, he listens, observes, and responds with empathy and reassurance. This makes him a safe harbor in a world that often feels like a shipwreck. Here's the thing. Emotional intelligence isn't just about staying calm. It's about understanding what's really going on beneath the surface. It's about knowing that when she's freaking out about something small, it's probably not about the thing itself, it's about something deeper. Sigmas have a gift for reading between the lines and making a woman feel heard, understood, and safe. While other men might get caught up in the drama, a Sigma male takes a step back. He breathes, stays present, and offers a calm, "I'm here for you." He doesn't panic, doesn't lecture, and doesn't get defensive. This is the hallmark of true emotional intelligence, the ability to stay grounded and responsive rather than reactive. Science backs this up. Research by Daniel Goleman, a leading psychologist in the field of emotional intelligence, shows that people with high EQ build stronger relationships and handle stress better. That's why women are so drawn to Sigma males. They're not just physically strong or independent, they're emotionally steady too. So next time chaos erupts around you, remember that your strength as a Sigma lies not in overpowering others, but in staying grounded. Be the calm in the storm. Be the guy who says, "Take a breath, I'm not going anywhere." That's what true emotional intelligence looks like, and trust me, it's magnetic. Women can't help but be drawn to it. Number 6, master of boundaries, the subtle art of saying no. Sigmas, you already know this truth deep down. Setting boundaries isn't just a skill, it's a superpower, and here's the kicker. It drives women wild. But why? Because boundaries say a lot about who you are as a man. They broadcast respect for yourself, your time, and your energy. They shout standards that are non-negotiable. And most importantly, they signal that you won't tolerate nonsense or drama. Let's break this down a bit. Boundaries are essentially invisible lines we draw to protect our well-being. Psychologists explain that healthy boundaries are crucial for maintaining mental health and forming strong relationships. When you set a boundary, you're not just protecting yourself, you're also showing others how you expect to be treated. Women pick up on this quickly because it reflects confidence and self-awareness. Take texting, for example. Maybe you're not the guy who's glued to his phone 24/7. You don't respond instantly every time someone sends a message. Why? Because you have a life, goals, and priorities. This is a boundary in action. You're making it clear you value your time, and you won't let endless texting or emotional drama drain your energy. It's not about being rude, it's about being respectable. Now here's a fun fact. Studies show that people with strong personal boundaries tend to have healthier, longer-lasting relationships. Why? Because boundaries create clarity and reduce misunderstandings. When you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're actually saying yes to your own values and peace of mind. Women admire this because it means you're genuine, honest, and reliable. Think of yourself not as a doormat, but more like a velvet rope outside an exclusive club. Not everyone gets in, only those who respect the rules and the space you've set. You protect your time and energy, and you're willing to walk away if someone crosses the line. That kind of firmness, it's magnetic. In the end, women love a man who stands firm because it means he's solid, emotionally and mentally grounded. So keep setting those boundaries, Sigmas. It's one of the most powerful ways you show your worth, and trust me, it's seriously attractive. Number 7, leading without controlling, the gentle authority, Sigmas. Let's talk about leadership. Leadership is often misunderstood. When most people think of a leader, they imagine the loudest person in the room barking orders, demanding attention, or controlling every little detail. But that's not how Sigma males operate. You're not the guy trying to control everyone around you. Instead, you lead by example. Think about it. In any group setting, who do people actually respect? It's rarely the loudest voice. It's the person who carries a quiet confidence, someone who doesn't need to shout to be noticed. This kind of presence naturally draws people in. Research in psychology shows that people are more likely to follow leaders who demonstrate competence, calmness, and authenticity rather than aggression or dominance. Sigmas embody these traits perfectly. Leadership isn't about ego, it's about influence. The power to inspire others to follow you voluntarily comes from your integrity, your actions, and your self-assuredness. This is why many successful leaders throughout history, think of figures like Nelson Mandela or Abraham Lincoln, led with humility and quiet strength, not arrogance. Now here's where it gets interesting for Sigmas when it comes to relationships, especially with women. Women are naturally drawn to men who exhibit stable leadership qualities because, evolutionarily speaking, stability and strength signal safety and reliability. When a Sigma male leads without trying to dominate, he exudes an aura of calm control and confidence that is deeply attractive. It's like being the conductor of an orchestra. You don't make noise yourself, but you guide the entire symphony to harmony. Your leadership style is subtle but powerful. Instead of controlling or micromanaging, you inspire. You show people the way through your actions, not through loud words or demands. This kind of influence creates respect and admiration, making others want to follow you, not because they have to, but because they want to. So, Sigmas, be that man who inspires rather than controls. Let your actions speak louder than your words. That's the kind of leadership that commands respect and attracts people, especially women, who see in you a solid foundation of strength and stability. That's true leadership. That's the Sigma way. All right, Sigmas, let's break down the 7 powerful ways you naturally make women want your attention. This isn't about playing games or using tricks. It's about fully owning who you are. First, your mystery. People are drawn to what they don't fully understand. When you're not an open book, you spark curiosity. And curiosity is magnetic. Second, your independence. Women admire a man who has his own life, goals, and passions. Being self-sufficient shows strength and confidence. Third, your quiet confidence. It's different from arrogance. It's calm, steady, and sure. Confidence without the need to prove anything is incredibly attractive. Fourth, your passion. Whether it's your work, hobbies, or beliefs, genuine passion shows depth and purpose. Passion fuels energy and enthusiasm which others can't help but notice. Fifth, emotional stability. Being balanced emotionally means you don't overreact or get easily rattled. This creates a safe space, which is a rare and highly valued trait. Sixth, your boundaries. Knowing what you will and won't accept speaks volumes about self-respect. Healthy boundaries keep relationships strong and respectful. Finally, gentle leadership. Leading doesn't mean bossing around. It means guiding with kindness, integrity, and strength. When you live by these qualities, you're not chasing anyone. You're chasing your purpose. And that is the most attractive thing a man can offer. Remember, even Batman didn't post his workouts. He just saved Gotham and kept it moving. So Sigmas, keep owning your path. The world needs men like you who inspire by example.